And let's see, about 2 weeks after I was 16, I got drafted. Family, wanted me to do it. I didn't want to. I wanted to be the star quarterback. Try to be the cocky motherfucker. But then it's like, I never fired a gun before.
Right.
So plus, grandma would never even let me have a Nerf gun or a water gun. So it's like, I just wanted to piss her off. Honestly, I wanted to forge the signature because I could. I was really good at it. I have credit card fraud, but it's like I got all that expunged when I was young.
All right.
8 years old.
8 years old?
Facebook's kind of fucked up.
How old are you?
I'm 19. Almost.
19? So you served since you were 16 till when?
18. Friendly fire got me out.
All right.
Close range.
So you were shot?
Yeah.
Where at?
My knee.
Knee? Didn't shatter or anything?
I had surgery through it, but it's like, I've been waiting to get cleared, and it's like the doctor said, I'm trying to clear you, but they won't accept you. It's like, I'm like, fuck. But it's like, I was going for my sergeant because you know how they say every 2 years you can go for a new, for a rank, I was going for my rank.
Yeah.
It was like, and plus my commanding officer would be like, every 4 hours, go back to your unit. I'd be like, well, I already know why. After my first week, I already knew why. I had to shave every 4 hours. Because you know how you're supposed to be perfect, clean shaved?
Yeah, clean shaven.
It's like every time I could never get this little part. I never can. Even with a 5-blade, 3-blade, I'm using a 2-blade, and it's I'm razor burning it and shit, trying to get it. It's the ID, right?
It's your job.
Oh, mechanic. See, I don't even know all the things like that, They wanted me to try a sharpshooter at one time, but it's like, I've never fired a gun, so it's like they tried me out, and it's like I missed horribly. My first time, it's like, how you are in that little kind of forest area, and they tell you to shoot.
Yeah.
I did that, and it's like that thing's the target. I'm like. I was like, I'm not a sharpshooter. They wanted me to be, but it's like, after I got the hang of it. But it's like, I was 1,500 yards out when I did my first one.
All right.
I was scared.
Where'd you go overseas?
Great Britain.
Great Britain? Fought over there?
No, I wasn't fighting. No. I mean, I was just training.
All right.
I wasn't, no, I'm not, I would not go to war. I would go MIA, if anything. It's like, if I was my grandma was really scared when I first left,
Where'd you go to boot camp at?
Florida.
Florida? What base?
I think it was Fort Knox over there.
Fort Knox?
Honestly, I don't know names, That's how I am. I don't care about the name as long as, I was over there.
All right.
It's like I'm trying to think of the lieutenant that I had. He was a motherfucker. That's how I thought of half of them. They would yell at me in my first 3 months. Because all I would do is just look, bud, I'm doing me. That was the worst mistake I did. What was it? I think it was the hole.
The what?
The hole or something like that, they called it in Florida. I'm doing me. That was the worst mistake I did. What was it? I think it was the hole.
The what?
The hole or something like that, they called it in Florida.
The hole?
Yeah.
What about it?
I went there. Just because I was like, hey, look, bud, you don't tell me what to fucking do. Oh, I got restrained. But I started resisting too, so it's like I deserved it. 16-year-old, star quarterback. I'm used to getting everything done a certain way.
Right.
If I don't get it my way, it's like I'm fucked. I hate it. If I can't get the pass thrown to him, what the fuck? It's like Joe Montana without Jerry Rice. That's how I was. Oh no, I was just doing an example. I'm sorry.
Oh no, I said what's up. No, I was speaking.
Oh, nothing really. I'm used to Arizona, so people be like, "What's Gucci?"
What else do you?
Vuitton and shit.
What else did you do in the Army?
Yeah.
What'd you say about you said you tried out for the Navy SEALs earlier?
No. I can't swim.
I thought you said you went and tried and they tried teaching you to swim.
No, I said in the Army they were trying to teach me how to swim.
Ah.
Because, you know, we're the land people, so it's like, you know.
Well, won't you have to go on water? I think that's a vital question that you
I don't know how to swim. It's scary, you know. You remember how I told you my dad and shit?
Yeah.
I would not go in the water, but it's like they tried to, and I just stayed there on the bottom for like, I think 30 seconds roughly. I was like, I know they're gonna save me.
What year did you get drafted?
2014, right after I graduated.
All right. Now, let me tell you this. You just lied about...
Seconds roughly. I was like, I know they're gonna save me.
What year did you get drafted?
2014, right after I graduated.
All right. Now, let me tell you this. You just lied about everything to my face.
What do you mean?
Draft hasn't been around since the Vietnam War. You can't be drafted since six. You can't be. You can't go in at 16.
I never went to war, you know. But it's like I went, you know. And
you're still lying about being a soldier.
No.
There's no boot camp in Florida.
Yes, there is.
No, there's not.
It's like if I had my phone, I would show you.
No, there's not.
That's what I hate. People always say I'm a fucking liar. I hate that. You know, that's a pet peeve.
All right, if you're actually a veteran, you would have a veteran's ID, or you would have a CAT card, which is our military ID.
No, I mean, I go to, you know where Glendale community is? Phoenix, Arizona?
Nope.
Never mind. Then I can't explain really anything to you. You know, if I really could, you know, I would try my best, but it's like, you wouldn't understand.
No, you're lying. Yes, I would understand, because I actually serve, and I'm still serving.
You're still enrolled? You're active?
Yeah, I'll show you my military ID right now. There's no reason to lie about that.
No, I mean, no, there is no reason, you know. It's like, if you do it, it's like good, you know, but it's like, my dad tried to lie to me about it. It's like, I hated that, you know.
Then why would you lie about it if you hated it that he did it?
No, it's not. No. No. It's not like that.
You just lied and said you're in the Army.
I was.
No, you weren't.
See, I even said I don't know technical terms. I told you that earlier. It's like,
well, one, you can't even go in when you're 16. You have to be 17 with parental consent.
I had a high school diploma, and that's all you needed. Right?
Nope.
Yes.
No.
I'm pretty sure.
No.
I was, yeah.
Have you ever been in combat as a Navy SEAL? Not yet. Are you going to be, you think?
That's why I'm still in training and stuff. It's just you can't just go up and be like you're a Navy SEAL and you gotta.
So what rank are you right now?
I'm apparently a chief sergeant.
Chief sergeant?
Well, I'm a captain in my little platoon of 20, 30 people.
Yeah.
But you know, it's just hard. Since I can't do anything, they're down. You know,
So what weapons do you use? What weapons?
Well, usually my actual weapon when I actually train and you know actually go to the gun range thing is usually my little M16 thing I have.
Your M16? What else?
Usually I use my M16. That's all I use.
Yeah.
I really don't use anything else. I usually use different bullets or like standard mags.
Your extended mag. How many rounds does the extended mag hold?
40 bullets.
40? Yeah. So what is like, you know, your like exercises and stuff? Like, what do? Like, do you do a bunch of push-ups or what?
A bunch of push-ups, a bunch of burpees, and leg crawls, and wall climbing.
And you said the Navy SEAL base is in Dallas?
No, it's not the actual Navy SEAL base. It's just like that training thing.
The training thing?
They train you before before you go to boot camp.
Okay. You're 18?
Yep. Yes, sir.
So if I wanted to join, how could I do it?
How can you do it? All you gotta do is probably talk to a recruiter. How old are you? 17?
Yeah.
17, 16? Yeah, talk to a recruiter you everything that you gotta do. There you go. You just gotta be like, fit and stuff, apparently.
Are you fit?
Sort of.
Sorta.
You gotta do a couple push-ups and stuff.
Just a couple?
Yeah. Then right now, like I'm telling you, I'm probably gonna do the mechanic career.
You're gonna be a mechanic over a Navy SEAL?
I can't do anything about it, so I'm gonna see if I can do the mechanic career.
Why can't you do anything about it? Why can't you do anything about it? You know, Navy SEALs make like a ton of money.
I know, but I gotta wait. I gotta wait till my IQ comes in or whatever.
Your IQ?
My IQ, where they come before they take me to boot camp. It's a lot of waiting. You gotta wait. So I'm gonna work in construction right now. I don't know if I'm gonna get a job. I'll work with my dad.
Didn't you say you used like a 50 BMG minigun? Didn't you say that?
What?
You said that you used a 50 BMG minigun on your back like Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, for training.
For training?
Well, not technically training.
There must have been a lot of recoil on that. But you could handle it?
Sort of.
Was it on your back or like mounted to a...
It was right here, and
No. How many rounds per minute?
I don't know, it's really fast.
Really fast?
Yeah, but right now, I don't know. I'm probably gonna get that career.
What kind of cars do like the SEALs drive? Do they drive any cars?
Just tanks.
Tanks? You driven one? Have you driven a tank yet?
Been inside one and stuff.
Been inside one?
I got to drive it for
Is it like a Panzer?
like.
Like the Panzer tank, or like that's the standard issue tank of the Army? So is it that one? You guess? Was it like tan?
Yeah.
Yeah? Eh?
What are you doing?
Huh?
What are you doing?
It's on my phone.
Yeah, but I don't know. I'm probably gonna work in upholstery or just something with cars right now. Fuck that career.
A full bird?
Yes, sir.
Oh, shit. Jeremy O'Brien.
Russ Garrison, nice to meet you.
Russ, nice to meet you. So what all we got here?
Korea, Spain, just to name some of the things I did, because most of my service went through 3 different branches before I settled here.
Oh, okay.
Originally started out in the Marine Corps, went into the Army, went into aviation, then I went Air Reserve into aviation.
Oh, wow. Quite a bit of service. How long were you in?
Still in.
Oh, you're still in?
In about 6 months, I'll be right at 30 years.
Oh, okay, nice.
The longest I ever spent out of uniform, 20 days.
Gotcha.
Females will kind of call it like a family business. It's very multi-generational. My oldest kid's still on active duty. Hopefully, though, he'll be coming home in a few days, and, this is where the welcome home and the watering down happens.
Gotcha.
Because for our regiment, we can't stand the VFW anymore. Because it seems like we go over there, we hear a lot of... I understand there's some guys there that's been through a lot of crap. They're not alone. In 30 years of doing this, I've been to some places that I'd soon rather forget I ever stepped on the plane to go.
Sure.
But when they were starting to give us a ration of crap nonstop, that's when my sergeant major had a nice long talk with me saying, Skipper, we got to find a watering hole of our own. So this place got adopted. You might actually see a few of them tonight, just depending on what happens.
Oh, okay. Where are you stationed?
right here in Tri-Cities.
Oh, what's the base?
Well, normally we'd be working out in the National Guard Armory, but we're in the process of getting our own facility.
Oh, okay.
Because of the fact that State Guard, there's a bit of difference between the National Guard, which is still more of a federal entity. And nominally, it's under the control of the governor. But because in the case of the Air Guard and the Army National Guard, the President of the United States could override a governor like that.
Sure.
And somebody say, no, they're mine.
Gotcha.
Where it comes to the State Guard, no. The only person that has any authority to call us up is the governor.
Oh, okay.
That's it.
Gotcha.
In fact, we do not answer to DOD for anything,
Gotcha.
which is something of a bone of contention with them, and it's been that way for eons. The only reason that I stuck with this is because the commanding general for this side of the Cascades simply said, okay, I know you are all set to retire, and technically I retired out of the Air Reserves as a major. But he goes, the predecessor of the unit I want you to take over has done a great job of running it into the ground. Morale's bad.